my son can keep getting the help that he needs. My daughter is an honor student. She gets to do special stuff because, again, there is extra funding. And that's what's really important for me. I support the expansion, and I really hope that we can all work together to make it happen. It is an important project, and I think that the benefits outweigh all of the other issues and concerns that there may be. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Anybody else in the fifth row? We'll go to the, I think there's a sixth row and a wall combination going on back there. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, all respected town officials, the representatives of the applicants, and the people of the local community. Since I grew up, was a small child, my parents always taught me to be always appreciative in comparison. I will explain what it means, because when I was looking to translate from Yiddish to English, I hardly find it in Google. It's the opposite of being jealousy, in having joy when other people have joy. Private life or business or anything. And of course, the concept of caring is sharing. And this following advice makes everyone's life easy and sweet. So I want to express my point of view in this perspective here, this meeting. Me personal, I have a very deep appreciation to the mall here in Woodbury Commons, which is helping us to accomplish our American dream. With my daughter and son-in-law here, we are running the kosher cave here in the mall, the first kosher site here in the mall, which is serving a lot of shoppers from our communities and from the Muslims, which are eating halal. And it happens to be that we are a colorful minority. My daughter is a woman-owned, a cancer survivor business. She was, thanks God, she's okay now. So very grateful and appreciated for all the opportunities that opened for us. And I think it's an asset for all of us here in the community, not only for us. The public hearing is like a puzzle of three sections. We have the participants, which is the respected board. Then we have the applicants, the representatives, and then the people here in the community. So it's like a puzzle, it's like a teamwork. All of them, starting with the town board, the officials, which all of them are people with respected businesses and family. And I believe they have a lot of work to do in the private time, but they're volunteering the time and spending it, the valuable time for the public, with all the knowledge, energy, effort, and devotion just to make a better place for all of us. And this is a sample from caring and sharing. Thank you. Then the applicants and their management, with the devoted manager, Mr. David Mistred, which I can say, I can give a peek because we are working there and going there. I believe a lot of people don't see what we are seeing every day. He can sit in his personal office in air conditioning, but he's out every day in the winter and the summer. He checks around. I was seeing today a code enforcement officer from Woodbury in the mall. I was thinking he for sure came shopping because I don't believe that they need to enforce anything there. He's making sure it's clean. The landscapers are working full-time there. It's a garden. It's not only a mall. I would call it a garden mall. And people are enjoying it. It's always clean. Everything is obeyed and everything, and he's there personal all the time. He makes sure everything is okay. Then with the whole staff, with the managers, the leasing managers, and then I could say the public works manager with the traffic controlling. You need to see how it's going on a weekend, everything. How everybody works so hard. Everything is for us. Things should be okay. So we all appreciate that. It's all enhancing and it's all helping out here. And then we have the people which they came here to participate in. I believe all their comments is because they have concerns and they want to make sure everything is okay and everything is done the right way, that people should have only help from all these things. I feel myself that I'm representing all of them because I live here in the area, I have a business here, and I was a builder for a lot of years, so I was by a lot of meetings, and I saw a lot, so I have a little knowledge. So I think all the positive things we heard already. I believe the concern which I heard a little bit, which is, I believe this is the parking, this is the traffic, proportionate from how much parking it was until now per square feet. They're adding more in this project than before. For example, if they have 2,000 parkings for so much space, and they're adding now another 1,300, that means that we're adding parking. Another thing which I saw, which I saw it personally, I'm not a professional, but what I see from from being on the ground and sitting there and being there a lot of time, I see that first of all, the parking now is the traffic is much better than years ago when it was a disaster. So definitely helped the improvements they made. And when you see the coming out is not that traffic. Usually traffic is coming in. And I'm inside, so I see the traffic is happening when the funnel gets stuck. People are going around and looking for parkings. This slows down the whole flow, and this is usually where it happens. So if it's going to be much more parking, so the observation will be much better, then I believe it will not be such a big issue with the parking, because as long as everything goes and everything goes smoothly, it's going to be okay. And I'm sure we can add more parking, if it's needed. And what I just listened before, for the holidays and for the workers, I'm sure that we can find some kind of solutions. It's only in the weekends. Usually in Curry Joel and other places, they have a lot of big parking lots, which is not that busy in that time. So for employers or other things, I'm sure that we can work out something. I'm not here to give solutions. I leave it for the professionals, but I'm saying what I'm seeing. The other thing, what I'm seeing a lot, I'm a businessman, and I know every employer and every employee knows that before the season, when it's a season, they work a little overtime. And lucky the people that have overtime work before a season. And by the season, unfortunately for them, we don't have. So everybody knows when it comes to business or it comes to something, even they work a little overtime, they get paid for it. It's a part of the success of the business. So the same thing here. I look at the whole thing here, the whole community. People are getting two kinds of benefits. They're getting direct benefits, by in pocket, which when the taxes are lower, so every homeowner pays less taxes. And then they have indirect direct benefits for all the things which is going for the school district and for the good things, for the community, for the fire department, for the police department, for the all kinds of public services which the tax dollars are feeding, which is also benefiting direct the people. So I think if the people just thinking a little bit when they sit 5 minutes in traffic, a weekend when it's very busy, which is only a few times a year, and they think by themselves, what, it's for me, thanks God, it's busy. And they can see that how a part of that benefits is getting diverted straight to his pocket, So in other words, it's for him benefiting. This is what I'm thinking. So it pays off, I think, for everybody. So I'm here to thank for all the town services. We have a lot of service from the town in the mall. The police department is there all the time, the fire department. And I believe the public works too. What we know, what we don't know, I believe it's a lot more than what the normal people are knowing. So everything is very appreciated, and hope the project will be a success for all of us. We have a lot of years to come. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk. I just heard the speeches before. I just want to add one thing, about the heliport. I'm not the guy to talk. Maybe I'm from the youngest guys here, and I'm not that familiar. But I believe that it's not so much to make traffic with helicopters. Maybe I believe it's more for the reputation of the mall. They have a hotel, they have a heliport. I don't think that few people coming with helicopters is making a big difference economically. But we are here, and we saw a lot of princesses coming here from the Qatar, the Emirates, all places around. So I believe it's more for reputation, which is going to add a lot, and of course it's going to benefit everyone. The same thing, what I'm thinking, I'm not giving ideas, but maybe this is on behalf of the mall. I think of a few nice articles in the local papers to explain for the people the benefits. Like I told before, it's benefiting everybody of us. I think they will take it gladly. We just need to talk to them. Talking and explaining, I think, going to help a lot. So thank you for your time. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, sir, for your comments. Still working on the 6th row back wall combination.
Good evening. Is this on? Good evening, everybody. My name is Steve Gross. I'm the Director of Economic Development for Orange County. Thanks for having us today. Like my colleagues, I am here to support Phase 5, the project, the economic benefits, the job creation. But more importantly today, I'm here to represent County Executive Steve Newhouse, who wanted to be here. So I'd like to read his letter into your record for this evening. Dear Planning Board members, I am writing to offer my support for the Woodbury Common Project proposal, as I believe it will bring abundant economic benefits, tourism, quality of life enhancements, and wonderful new amenities for the local economy, Orange County, and the region at large. Woodbury Common Premium Outlets Phase 5 project will further position Orange County and Woodbury Common as the premier shopping and tourism destination for today and for the foreseeable future. The project will also be an economic boon to Orange County and the entire Hudson Valley, bringing thousands of jobs and growing tax revenue substantially. Woodbury Common, as you know, is a vital powerhouse for the local economy, contributing tens of millions of dollars to annual property and sales tax revenues, employing up to 5,000 people during its peak seasons, and drawing millions of visitors annually to our county, up to 50% of whom are domestic and international tourists. Woodbury Common is also known worldwide for its elite shopping experience and exceptional brand names. The Phase 5 project will enhance the shopping experience for customers and retailers by adding new stores and restaurants, a hotel, as you heard, a second parking garage, and upgraded property amenities. I know these detailed plans have been carefully curated by Woodbury Common and Simon Property Group to provide a superb vision for the future. Some of the anticipated benefits include $20 million in additional tax revenue to be shared by New York State, Orange County, the town of Woodbury, the village of Woodbury, the Monroe-Woodbury School District, the town police, and the MTA. This vital revenue will lessen future tax burdens for village residents, businesses, and provide crucial revenues in this area of inflation and post-pandemic economic recovery. The creation of more than 2,500 jobs, including approximately 2,000 construction jobs, 770 full and part-time jobs, and 296 indirect jobs. Continued job growth in multiple sectors is critical for a vibrant, robust, and economic future in Orange County. $250 million in economic activity generated by construction. As was mentioned before, construction sends an important message positioning Orange County as a community that embraces new business opportunities. A construction of a 200-room hotel, tax generation from tourism is critical to Orange County's economic foundation, and Woodbury Common is one of the several attractions that tourists flock to when choosing Orange County. In addition, increased tourism revenue to Orange County is a component of county taxes being lower than they were in the 1960s. The use of energy-efficient utilities for sustainability is aligned with the county's commitment to sustainable futures, and the design focuses on accessibility, public safety, and family enjoyment to create a space that all residents and visitors to Orange County can enjoy. Woodbury Common has been an exemplary neighbor and corporate citizen, and it supports a vast array of causes through donations of funds, volunteering time and merchandise, including something that's not talked about often, but the lost and found products throughout the entire commons are donated to the school district in Monroe to help out those who are in need. Volunteer time merchandise efforts have bolstered causes including cancer research, food insecurity, local schools, and student need. For example, for 30 years, Woodbury Common has hosted the American Cancer Society's Making Strides Against Cancer Walk, which generates donations of upwards of $600,000. I sincerely appreciate your in-depth review of Woodbury Common's Phase 5 proposal, and I thank you for your commitment to the village of Woodbury. Thank you all very, very much.
Thank you. It's coming. We'll have it.
Good evening, Chairman and board members. My name is Brian Monahan, and I'm the superintendent at Minnesink Valley. Probably asking, why is the superintendent of Minnesink Valley here? Well, we've had a wonderful connection with the Woodbury Common for the past couple of years. Also, I have a connection here. I lived in Woodbury from 1978 until 1998 when I got married and moved up to where I was teaching in Minnesink Valley. I was also in the original Woodbury Common an employee. I worked at a couple of the stores there, helping to pay for college. Before becoming superintendent at Minnesink Valley, I did not have the privilege of working with Mr. Cahill because as he was coming in, I was leaving as an assistant superintendent to become the superintendent at Minnesink Valley. But over those 5 years I was at Monroe-Woodbury, worked directly with the Woodbury Common and had a great relationship with Dave Mistretta. Fast forward a couple of years ago, we're having our Friday night football games, and we have a very large field. It's dark. A couple of state troopers that come to our games and everything had suggested, think about renting some lights. So we started looking into it, and one of the zone sergeants said, hey, let me make a quick call down to the Woodbury Common. I'll talk to Dave and see if you can rent some lights from there. I just said briefly, I said, tell Dave I said hello. By the next morning, there was an email in my inbox. It was from Dave saying, Brian, congratulations on your superintendency. Thrilled to hear about that. How can we help you with your game? And within another 2 hours, I had an agreement sent up to us that we were borrowing 2 lights, put them on their fields. Sure enough, we needed another light, called down, another light, we bring it up, and we've had that for the last couple of years and have to maintain a wonderful evening on Friday Night Football with us, and it's been great. All donations from the Woodbury Common. the best part of the whole thing was we decided to do a little donation back to the Woodbury Common. We did a sign, and our design and draw class and our construction class, we have a couple CNC machines, did that and donated a sign back to the Woodbury Common. And our students had so much fun working on that project. It appeared in the Photo News 2 years ago. And when we got the second set of lights again this year, our kids wanted to do something larger for the Woodbury Common. And so they designed a huge sign about 3 foot wide that has "Welcome to Woodbury Common," and it's in multiple languages. The best part of it was our students got to work with their marketing team on helping to design the sign. So our kids not only got the experience of working on our CNC machines in the design phase, but they got to work directly with the Woodbury Common for marketing. And the kids had an incredible time with that. We went down and presented the signs, and without even prompting from us, our kids said, "What else can we do?" And they're looking at creating some new outdoor toys and stuff for the play area, for the kids and everything. In addition to that, we asked Mr. Mistretta if his team would come up to the Minnesink Valley Central School District. They came and they got a presentation about all of the computers that they were using, the CNC machines, and I don't know who had more fun, the kids presenting, us watching the kids present, or Mr. Mistretta and his team so proud of our kids presenting everything. They actually got to push the button to start the machine to do the whole sign and everything, which was really a lot of fun for our kids. We've had a great partnership with them. This coming year, they're going to come up and present to our FBLA class. They're going to come up and present to our business classes, just about working in the business world and having something like the Woodbury Common right here in Orange County. And we're working on trying to set up where we can come down, do a little field trip to the Woodbury Common. But I just want you to know, it's not only a great impact on Monroe Woodbury and the other local school districts, it's had a great impact on other school districts in Orange County. And I can tell you, I have parents that work at Woodbury Common. I have students that go down and work at Woodbury Common during the summertime. So it's been a wonderful partnership, and I just wanted to share that with all of you as a former resident of Woodbury. So thank you very much for the time to speak, and thank you for your consideration of this project.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for your time. My name is Christy Greco. I am with American Cancer Society. I'm a senior development manager and the lead for Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, or as the locals call it, the Breast Cancer Walk at Woodbury Common. So I'm here today to just let you know how much we at American Cancer Society love and appreciate the support that Dave and his team at Woodbury Common Premium Outlets give to us. Strides has been happening at Woodbury Commons for the past 29 years. 29 years, yes, that is correct. They've been fighting with us, they've been in the fight against breast cancer with us, and we can't tell them how much we appreciate their time, their planning, and they're simply the best host and flagship partner that a charity could have. We have, between 7,000 to 10,000 participants that come out that day each year, and we do a lot of planning for this event. We would need to make sure everything is perfect, and a lot goes into it, and a lot of things come out, a lot of questions for different things that happen. But the bottom line is Making Strides would not be the same if it was held at a different venue. Thank you again for all you do, Dave and his team at Woodbury Common, and then in the community for American Cancer Society. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you for giving me the opportunity to express my feelings I have towards Woodbury Commons. My name is Sarah Kahan. I live in the village, as my dad said, in the village of Carisjol, and I'm the operator of the Everything Kosher food truck in the Woodbury Commons. I'd like to represent two groups, our community and the local small businesses that operate in Woodbury Commons. But before that, I want to point out that a lot of people as I see, are worrying about the off-site parking for employees in the high season. I just want to say that if this is the only downside about a job, which I'm sure, as my experience, that this is the only downside about working Woodbury Commons, then the employees are good to go. So first, I'd like to represent our community. I grew up in the village of Carisjol, and it's just minutes from Woodbury Commons. And as far as I know, from my friends, my family, my neighbors, we are all very loyal shoppers in the Woodbury Commons. We really love the Woodbury Commons. We really appreciate the vast variety of stores we have, the brand names and the amazing deals that cannot be found anywhere else. And just for an outing, it's the beautiful landscaping, the vibes, like walking around and seeing everyone smile, everyone happy. This is the ideal go-to place whenever you want to outing with your friends, with your family, or whenever you want to go shopping. Besides that, it's very accessible. We have our village bus and just minutes from us. We're not in a big city, we don't have really a lot of stores. And whenever we need to go shopping, this is the go-to place. And I must say, it has a very special place in my heart, Woodbury Commons, from when I'm a little kid. Whenever my mom wanted to treat me, she took me to Woodbury Commons. It was just the treating place. And even we didn't buy, which we usually did end up buying, but just walking the grounds, the beautiful outdoors, again, the vibes, it's just an amazing experience. And the fact that I have now the opportunity to give back to my community and to provide them kosher food at their favorite shopping mall, this is just mind-blowing. It just tops it off. It really makes our community feel so welcome, so invited, like the management cares about them. I feel like, and I hear feedback from our community, that it made their shopping experience, like it took it to the next level. And this can only happen with the support of David Mistrada, the entire Woodbury Commons team. First, they came to us with the idea. They saw there's a need for kosher food, and they didn't just ignore it like other malls do. They were looking for a tenant, and when they found us, they helped us set it up. They supported us. They still support us. They make sure we have every resource to make sure that our shoppers have the best experience that they can get. And it's unbelievable to see. Like, we're so small. We're one of their smallest tenants, and definitely I'm their youngest tenant. I'm turning 23 this weekend. And the way they deal with us, like among those big corporate stores, they make sure that every shopper has the experience they deserve to have. And I'm constantly getting feedback, getting asked from our community, from my friends, my family, even just general shoppers, when is this expansion happening? Everyone is so looking forward for it. Everyone is so excited for it. And I'm sure that everyone in this room can say how they got feedback, how people are excited for this expansion. We are really looking forward for it, and we're sure that Woodbury Commons will give us an experience that only Woodbury Commons can give. Thank you.
Thank you for your feedback and an early happy birthday.
Hello, gentlemen. I am Todd Hewlett, the Executive Director of the Orange County Arts Council. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We are not affiliated with the government at all. And we have the privilege of acting as stewards for arts and culture within our county. And I'm here today to show my support specifically because as our arts and culture in our county continues to thrive, we do find that there are a couple of things that prevent us from finding success. The biggest of those things is people looking outside, away from Orange County. We need eyes on us. We need people looking at what's happening here in Woodbury for the people in Woodbury to succeed. And I'm not the person to say exactly how that should work, but when we see an opportunity for growth, for something that's going to bring eyes to what is happening here in our county, to provide opportunity for artists, for small businesses to thrive, we want to be there to support it. So I am here today to show my support, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comments.
Hi, my name is Carolyn Miali. I'm a store manager at Max Mara at Woodbury Common. And I just wanted to say that I was at a tenant meeting about a month or so ago, and I was talking to Dave Mistretta, and I was telling him all the benefits that working at Woodbury has given me. And although I'm very uncomfortable speaking in front of crowds, I thought it was very important that I come and give you a personal perspective from someone who has worked at Woodbury Common and lived in Highland Mills for the past 30 years. So I moved here in 1994. My husband is from the area. I moved from out of state, and I was looking for a job that could offer me a career and also offer a good paying salary. And I was able to find something at Woodbury Common, very close, 2.5 miles down the road. So perhaps not as close as you, but a little closer than you, Oriana. So then I had children and took a little time off and then went back to work. And at that time, I was not ready to commit to a full-time career again because I did have young children. I was able to find a job at Woodbury Common doing mommy hours, doing 9:30 to 3:30. That was able to accommodate my schedule and give me a work-life balance. And then when my children were older, I was able to find a job where I was able to have a career and also make a salary that was very competitive to New York City salaries. I will say I was seduced by a recruiter in 2015, and she did convince me to go work in the city on Madison Avenue. It was a horrible experience. The commute round trip was 4 hours, 2 hours each way. And even though Madison Avenue stores open at 10 and they close at 6, I found myself spending more time in the road and in the store than if I had just worked at Woodbury Common. So, and then in fact, when my children were older, they were able to get a job there in high school as well as on their college breaks. So I'm here to say that a lot of people have that misconception that retail jobs are very low paying. I'm here to tell you that's not true. It was able to help me in every aspect of my life. When I was a newlywed looking for a career, when I was a mommy looking for a part-time job, for my children when they were looking to make a little extra money so that they didn't always go into mommy's handbag for money, and also a career. And believe it or not, even though I work in retail, I've been able to have a great work-life balance. I have never missed a ballet recital. I've never missed a Little League game because I work 3 miles down the road. I do want to address a few things that were respectfully that were mentioned earlier. I'm sorry, I don't like talking in front of crowds. I've been working here since 1994. I go against traffic. Ever since they've done the road reconstruction, I've never been caught in traffic. I also want to say that in terms of being bused to Woodbury Common, that's Black Friday. It's one weekend out of the year. The benefits so far outweigh any inconvenience that one particular weekend gives us. I do thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.
Good evening. Thank you for your efforts in reviewing this application. My name is Nick Cetera. I'm one of the principals of Cosmo's Restaurant Group. We are the Woodbury Commons next door neighbor. We came to this area because of what they showed in terms of economic vitality. Over the last 20 years, our business has done well. We employ about 60 people. Speaking from a small business point of view, we think that what they're doing is something that is extremely important to small business because in this area, it seems like a lot of the people aren't here during the day. They attract the customers that we need during the day, and I think that other small businesses need during the day. Having a hotel will tremendously help us because we're a restaurant and other small businesses. I just wanted to show some support for them. I mean, if anyone should complain about anything, I'm right next door, so we know everything that goes on, basically. They maintain their property amazingly. Dave does a great job. He's always very mindful to us and how things are, how we're doing, and we just appreciate being their neighbor. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening. My name is Leo.
Wow. I don't need the mic, huh?
Yeah, I've been working in the mall since 1999 to now, 25 years. So I spent my last 25 years in the mall, my prime time as a man. Just go in and out in the mall for like 8,000 times. I start from start associates in Polo, and then I become an area manager for Samsonite like 3 years ago. So the mall give me a lot. Like, from I walking to work from the mobile home that I live in Harriman, 4 miles every day, until I buy my first car, and now I own my own home, and I just opened my own pickleball and volleyball gym in Warwick because I worked in the mall for 25 years. So I just want to thank you for the mall to offer me for all this time, And I really think that I really supporting for the expansion, because for people to buying in retail right now is like a new world. Everyone here have a cell phone, right? You can order anything online for 1 second. Why we still need a retail? Why we still need an outlet right now? Because we want to offer them experience. Experience means, we want to have them to feel like they're welcome to this country, they're welcome to shop. That's why we want to have the extra hotel and restaurant for them to enjoy the experience in the US. So that's why I'm supporting for the business. Thanks.
Thank you.
I think I'm last. I'd like to say you saved the best for last, but I really don't think so. But thank the board. My name is Matthew Stoddard. I'm the business manager of Local 417 Ironworkers, and I'm an officer at the Hudson Valley Building Trades. I represent 8,000 men and women, construction workers in our area. Right now, we are at 30 to 30+% unemployed. This project would bring, and I want to thank Simon Properties for not only doing this on phase 5, but every phase before. They've always used local construction workers that have health coverage and pensions. One of the reasons we're at 30% is, as everybody said, we became a distribution nation instead of a retail nation. We need more jobs like Simon Properties jobs over here at Woodbury Commons. Right now, with being a distribution nation, a lot of warehouses are being built, and your local labor competition is from out of state. Again, I thank Simon Property for taking the commitment with the local trades and making sure that we have this job. With saying that, I just want to say this is a great project. If we were still a retail country, we would have more projects like this, but we're not. So anytime we have a chance to keep a retail project that's doing as well as it's doing and taking care of the community as well as it's taking care of the community, I commend them, I commend this board, and I hope that you help all of us go forward with this project. So thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else in the room wishing to speak on the Woodbury Commons? Let me preface that statement. Third and final call for anybody in the room wishing to speak on the public comment period of the Woodbury Commons expansion. Seeing nobody else has risen to speak, I will offer a motion to close the public hearing and continue to accept written comment till 12 p.m. or postmarked by 12 p.m., because some people still use the mail, by June 21st.
Second.
Second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
I don't know. You guys don't have anything else to add, right?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, so being no further business before the board, I'll offer a motion to close.
Second.
Second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. Have a good night.